Go.
Alrighty. So last time, the fellow heroes and adventurers finally cleared out the mysterious home on the hill. Turns out, instead of spooky ghost, it turned out to be
Ned.
a smuggling operation that Ned was a part of. But after clearing out the house and finding those indications, y'all decide to check outside to check upstairs because mysteriously there was no people in the basement that you clearly heard the night before. Upon going up, you found Ned, and as Leopard tried to greet him because he is
Fucking
his friend
Leopard.
after all,
My friend.
Ned decided to run outside and alert the rest of the band of smugglers.
In
Why would you do
Leopard's
that?
defense, we did tell him it was a surprise party
Oh, yes,
You
yes.
told him.
because he wanted to talk to everyone and be loud. We had to keep him quiet somehow.
Why can't I be loud? Surprise party.
So, upon the grueling battle, Ned was felled by Lone Needle, who Ava is now furious with.
No regrets.
It was also discovered that something inhabits Ava's sword. And upon viewing
It's not Ned.
John viewing it, he felt a lot of just this whole buildup of hatred, vengeance, wrath, anger. All these emotions started to swell up, and it felt like something was trying to tug him in, but he was able to break away. So, after looting the bodies and taking some of the gear, y'all decided that it was time to head back to town. And unless there was anything y'all wanted to discuss on the way, because it would be about a 4 hour walk to back to town.
Oh my gosh.
Are we just leaving the bodies here?
Or not 4 hour, 4 mile.
Okay, I was like, 4 hours? This town
I
needs
mean,
to
at
learn.
a turtle's pace, that's about 4 hours.
But no, it's a 4 mile walk. So if there's anything that y'all wanted to do, or I'll just go ahead and start us off at the edge of town.
I don't think so. We got everything off of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think we looted them all.
Okay.
What did we gain from the boss guy? I forgot.
Give me 1 second. I
Ooh.
have it in my notes.
Off topic, but I learned, and I can help everyone else out because you mentioned the boss guy. I figured out how I can put things into my bag of holding.
Oh,
Nice.
So I can actually put things into it instead of just having them in our inventory. And the same with the backpack.
Oh, nice.
So I will
Okay.
remind me at the end, and I will help y'all with that. Because I just stumbled
Tyler,
upon it this week or last night.
Do I need to change my hit points?
No, because what it'll do is that whenever you take a long rest, it'll make that adjustment.
Okay, I didn't know if I needed to take it back down because you said I almost died. Or
No, you
If y'all
you
adjusted it.
basically
Bring it.
died.
Yeah, let's not worry about that.
oh,
Yeah,
Well.
yeah. Daddy DM tried to off the turtle.
Daddy D.
Dungeon Daddy.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
I have the stuff from the boss. It was a wood pipe with a bowl made of river stone, and then I sense magic, but I haven't inspected it yet. A set of nice gambling dice, and then a spell book with all his spells, and I have them all written down.
Perf. None of those really apply to me, so that's why I did not have them written down.
From the boss, and then Tormund, I remember I have in my notes here. Tormund picked up what looked to be a nice piece of scale mail with like marine symbols on it.
Ooh.
Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I put that in my inventory.
Did anybody pick up weapons from them?
I didn't take any other
I got
weapons.
a dagger and a crossbow and poison from Ned.
Okay. And we knew the big guy had the thing. What were the other people using?
The short swords.
Did anybody want short swords?
Nope.
I have one. I'm good.
Are short swords finesse at all? I can't remember.
They are a finesse and light, so they can be used for dual wielding.
And they're finesse, so I could use those, and I don't have to have this spooky
I'll
sword.
be right back. Hold on.
I will pick up 2 short swords.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. They're just run of the mill short swords, nothing special.
Short sword. 2. Add 2 to my. Oh yeah, I can add it directly to the bag of holding if I wanted to. I'm gonna do that just to see what it does. Yep, right into the bag of holding. Awesome.
Yeah, and I'll want you to show me that as well for my future reference too.
Oh, for sure.
Yep. Okay.
Back.
Okay.
Oh no.
So I guess. So do we just want to start off in town?
Yeah, I mean, good job, everyone. We defeated the bad guys. To everybody, good job, everybody. But Lone Needle.
Okay. So as you're all walking in the town, once again you're getting kind of the attention like you were before when you were walking out of town. Just the fact that it's a very unique pairing. Everyone is staring a bit more at Ava because of the fact that she is covered in blood.
Oh gosh.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh.
because of your little rage fit.
Oh. Yeah,
Wait.
I did.
There's a lot more blood on you than everyone else.
I'm a hero. I'm a hero.
Yep. So you're on your way to the Wicker Goat.
Wicker goat. I like
So
that name.
and as it's been about a day since you've actually last been into town, you do notice that a lot more stalls are being set up along the main road that follows along the coast of the city and the coast of the sea. A lot more fabrics. Looks like travelers are finally coming in to get set up because festival time is almost here. And just the fact that everyone is kind of staring at Ava, it's like, what the fuck just happened? So you get to the Wicker Goat, and then once inside, you do notice that Regis is around, kind of helping people organize some things. The 2 people that were helping you in the bar are not there at the moment, so you got some new people in there. But yeah, so you go into the Wicker Goat. Regis turns and sees you like, oh, good. I was worried for a bit. It looks like there was something must have been sinister there in the abandoned home.
You could say that. I think the 200 gold's a little bit of an understatement, as you can tell. It was not ghosts.
Well, what did it end up being?
You don't want to know. But we got rid of it.
Okay, well, I will definitely send some guards to go secure it then. And then once I get notification that it's been cleared out, I will get you the remaining of the payment. And then so far, he gets some payment out and gives you half up front, so 100 gold.
And that's to split, right?
Yeah.
Bastard.
There's 5 of us, so we each get 20. Nice.
I'm gonna add that to my currency.
Yeah. Wanted more money, but Ava's too exhausted to argue.
If as serious as y'all said, once the guards confirm it, we may have may need to debrief you later today. So I just suggest I did go ahead and as another part I reserved 2 rooms for y'all. Uh Unfortunately that's all the space they had left here in the tavern.
How
But
many did you say?
2.
2.
Yeah. Um and so y'all will have free room and board for the night. So just stick around here in town, and then once we get the rest of the confirmation, we can get you the rest of the payment, and then uh, if we have some more work, we'll be able to provide that to you. So in the meantime, you have 2 days till the festival starts. So we will be in touch. Do y'all have any further questions? At least
Mm,
I can maybe try and answer. If it's payment and stuff, that's going to be coming later. It shouldn't take too long.
I need to go rinse off. Where's our rooms?
Points to the stairs opposite of because the bar area and stuff where you kind of were is on the right side when you first entered in. There's a stair set that goes to the left. It's like just take those stairs up and here, and then he fiddled around in his bag. Like here's a key for one. Here's a key for another. Room 104 and 105.
Thank you.
And then the bathhouse is actually out back.
Perfect.
Oh, and it was Mr. John, Mr. Goblington, correct?
Yes.
So being I actually found this out. I remember you were saying you were looking for a wizard.
Yes.
I'm not sure if he's fully practicing, but I know for the festival we do have a traveling wizard that's coming into town for the festival.
Do you know when he'll be here?
He will be here. Let me see. And he pulls out his kind of clipboard, kind of looking over notes. Um, so let's see. He'll be here starting the first day of the festival, which is in 2 days, and he'll be staying here for the remaining time while the festival's going on.
Thanks for letting me know.
Yep, and his name. Um, looks like his name is Guinean.
Okay. Thank you. I will see if I can find him when he arrives and have a chat with him.
Okay. I know he is going to be setting up. Um, where is it? Looks like he almost like pulls out like a map of some sort. Um, let's see. It looks like he's going to be setting up right next to the bridge. And then he points towards the other end of town, the bridge that crosses over the river to the other side of town. So he's going to be setting up on one of those sides. But just look for the bridge that heads to the other, that heads across the river.
Right. I will go say hello to him when he
Yep,
arrives.
I'm not sure if he's the one you're looking for, but at least I know that was something you're looking for a wizard, so he may be able to help.
I don't know the wizard's name, but hopefully I will recognize him when I see him if he's the one I am searching for.
Alrighty. Well, then I guess the day is yours. I'm just going to be helping set up around town, and especially around here because it's kind of the midpoint of town. So if you have any questions, let me know. And then just if you are exploring around, like I said, once we get confirmation from the guards that the job was completed, we will get the rest of your payment.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna Low Needle's gonna shove up to the front of the group and say, how long is it gonna take your guards to clear the house? When can we get the rest of our payment and get out of here?
So it takes them just a little time just to get back out there and just make sure that everything was taken care of. So
Is this festival gonna slow things down?
So, well, the town will definitely be more focused inward. No telling if because most of the guards keep patrol routes and stuff like that. So if they want a little reinforcement, they may ask for more security or something like that. But otherwise, you can actually just stay and enjoy the festival. So it's really up to you.
I'm gonna snatch the other key out of his hands because I don't think anybody else took the other key.
Alrighty. So at this point, I'll go ahead and say y'all are free to do what you want in the town. So if there's any role playing you want to do, if you want to try and visit some of the shops, if you want to look around town, this would be at that point. Or if you just want to kind of fast forward tonight to sleeping, that would be your call.
What kind of shops are there?
Let's go check out the rooms real quick. I kind of head bob everyone like, let's go upstairs real quick.
Okay.
As for your question of what shops, so there's some basic shops, so like trinkets. There is a lot of it's mainly fish is the main economy of this, the fishing industry, and then there is some of the more wealthier people do have some trade companies in here, but there is kind of your standard like blacksmith, trinkets. There's a herbalist, and that's usually what's set up now. But when festival time comes, there are going to be a lot of traveler merchants that set up shop there. So a lot of the places you may find more exotic goods during the festival, but right now it's kind of like your basic gear that you would find in town. So just up to you whether you want to wait till that, or you can do both. You can go take a look at what's on display now, and then you do have options at the festival.
Okay.
When does the festival start?
2 days.
Okay.
I guess first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to go to the spell books to possibly learn some spells from the 2 that I found in the mansion.
Okay. So, I guess, do y'all want to? But I guess let's go view the rooms first, because that's what everyone was being quick to do.
All right. So once we get up to our rooms, I kind of look at the group. Should we be worried that we just possibly slaughtered a lot of their town and left them there? Because they were under the impression that these were hauntings.
I mean, we could go back down to him and explain to him what it was. But... Or
Oh,
they
it was a
can question
surprise
us.
party.
To be honest, they'll probably ask us about it when they go find all the dead bodies, but we'll have up to you guys. We'll have to tell them about it one way or another.
What do y'all think? Low Needle?
We just
I think we did this place a service.
I mean,
Ned wasn't helping anybody out.
I agree. Well, I guess we could find out.
But I don't think that we'll be heralded as heroes either. So I think we need to steal the rest of our money from what's his name, the shopkeeper guy, this Wicker Goat pub guy. Forgot his name. But I think we need to steal the rest of our money that's owed to us and then get out of town.
I think that might not be a bad idea. Ava then takes out her sword and hands it over to Lone Needle. I
just like
know
look
you're a
like.
little worried
Have you
about
seen
this
that
weapon.
meme where the stick figure gets like super long?
Yes,
That's what
from
I
the
want to do.
TV,
Yeah.
from like the
Yeah.
computer screen. Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
I hand it towards you. I don't know what's going on with this.
I don't want it. Don't. I'm not touching that thing. That thing is bad news.
Do you want me to keep it in my possession then? I just wanted to leave it somewhere safe, just in case, because I feel like it's. I don't feel like myself when I have it sometimes.
Yeah, that's all you, girl. I don't know what you got going on there, but I don't want any part of it.
What is in this bedroom?
So as you take a look at it, first 104. So it's just kind of your standard fare. It looks like two beds, and the fact that there is a large bit of floor room that looks like you go to take a look at one of the closets. It looks like it has like an old futon, or not futon, like essentially a rest mat that can be pulled out for someone to sleep on. But otherwise, kind of standard accommodations, kind of wood flooring. There is a window that does look out to sea
Ooh,
and out to the other side of town, and so it's pretty nice view. But otherwise, kind of just your simple tavern room.
do we see anything out at sea?
No, not particularly right now, because most of the time, since it is still kind of early morning, most of the ships that would be coming in, or most of the ships have already gone out for the catch of the day. So they're doing that. So you probably won't see them until later in the morning before they return.
Would we start seeing
Otherwise,
merchant ships coming in for the festival?
yep. Otherwise, just the town is in a bustle, trying uh, pretty much like all along the coastline of the streets. Just booths are being set up for different things. Looks like some are getting like just regular trinkets to set up. Some are actually still like you still have your hustle and bustle fish market going around trying to sell that, but everyone's in very high spirits for the festival coming up.
Cool. I think I'm going to put the rapier underneath that little blanket rest mat you were talking about. And like, so it's like hidden and kind of out of sight for right now. Just kind of get a little, like, I don't want to sell it, but like get it kind of a distance from me a little bit.
Okay. And as you set it away, so you just leave it there, and then I guess y'all begin to head to the other room.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you step out the door, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
How do we make a wisdom
Oh, not
saving
good.
throw?
6.
It was just Ava that needed to do it, not you.
Oh.
So as you go to turn the corner, you kind of stop for a second. You really don't want to leave this alone. You really need to take it with you. You might need it.
Guys,
And
I'm
you're
scared
kinda
somebody
just-
might get on our door. I know I said I was gonna leave it behind, but I'm so scared someone might steal it. I think I'm just gonna carry it with me.
Just lock the door. It's,
We-
it's under a blanket. Everybody's busy with festival stuff. No one's gonna be messing around with our shit.
But
Lock the door.
I mean, a locked door doesn't stop anybody. You and Scott. What's your character's name?
Tormund?
Ah, I was right. You and Tormund y'all ignore doors. Y'all ignore locks.
Hey,
I
I don't
busted
want
through a
that
door
thing.
once.
Yes, so did our turtle. They're just obstacles. This is one of the last things I
I'm
have
not
from my
sure.
family.
Break down a
I'm
door
glad
for
to
that
be friends
shitty
with
sword.
y'all.
Ava runs back and grabs it real quick.
Okay.
I look at her like side-eyed, suspicious.
And just one thing you were kind of noticing, Ava, when Needle was trying to explain to you, you can just do all these things. It wasn't too much, but you started to feel a lot of anger towards her because, I mean, obviously she stole your kill, and then now she's telling you what to do, and you have a slight hint of anger, but then it subsides when you go back and get the sword.
Okay.
All
What's
right,
in
and
the
then
other room?
as y'all open the next room, it's pretty much the exact same setup. The view though is more towards town itself. Not really a view of the coast, but you do see the hustle and bustle across the river. It's just as busy as in front of the street. So
Just as a side question, Tyler, we brought that lantern with us, right? So could we, in theory, from that first room, signal a ship with the lantern?
maybe, but in theory, yes.
I was thinking that
It would just
too.
depend if a ship is close enough in port to see it.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
in theory, you can. It's just how effective that will be. That's something unknown.
Also with the lights of the town.
All right.
Okay. All right, so we check out the next room.
Yep,
Anything
and-
different?
Nope.
All right,
Pretty much same setup, just different view from the window.
perfect. Well, if y'all want to give me like 2 seconds, I'm gonna go wash off real quick. He said there's a bathhouse, so there's probably room for all of us, but I need to get this off me real quick. Does anybody want to
Okay,
go?
I'll
with?
wait downstairs at the Wicker Goat.
I'll follow him.
Okay.
Stay up here in the room. I want to sift through some of these books we found. I didn't have enough
We
time
know which
to
book you
thoroughly
want to
them.
read.
Hey.
I'm just gonna sit down at one of the tables and pull out my dice set. And
You're
just
more than
play
welcome to look through the
games.
books with me. I was going to start with the magical properties of gemstones. Sounds like quite the read.
You know, I got blood under my nails. I'll be right back.
I mean, those amethysts, they make you go crazy.
I'll go downstairs and just sit at the bar
Ooh.
and get a drink.
Before I go, I leave the little ruby gem with him. Since you're reading about the gemstones, you might be able to learn more about this one.
Sure, I'll take a look at it.
Okay.
Is there a bunch of people in the bar or in the pub downstairs?
Not necessarily patrons. A lot of people are kind of running in, grabbing drinks, and then leaving real quick because, but you do have, it looks like, some of the staff, including, some of the staff are setting up decorations, but the bar seems to be, where Regis, who's kind of like the secretary to the mayor of the town, is kind of getting things organized. It's kind of the meeting, the central, like the visitor hall or something at like a convention where he's trying to direct people. It's like, oh, like, these stuff need to go here, and seems to be the hub of the organizing. But there are sections of the bar that are kind of in the back that aren't being affected by all this, and they're just kind of for patrons who still want to come in and actually like sit down to rest and get a sit down to drink and stuff like that.
Hey, Leopard, you want to gamble?
I love to gamble. What are we gambling?
Gambling
Money.
with friends.
With friends. Yeah.
All right.
We can gamble. I have a dice set. I don't know. Dice games.
So we will start off this way. So now we're gonna split off. So I guess first we will start with Ava. So you're just going to the bathhouse?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go bathe, wash off, wash the hair, wash the bod, and then I'll probably come back.
Okay.
Because I think we'll probably all go. I think we want to go shopping, but I figured we'd all just go together. Unless the group goes while she's bathing, then it is what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, nothing out of the ordinary happens. You do see some other people in there that are using the hall, but that's nothing new. Uh, but as for cleaning yourself off, you get that just fine. May take a little more work to get it out of the clothes, but
We're gonna buy some new ones. It's fine.
okay. So that'll be it. So for that, okay.
So while she's
so-
bathing, they're doing their thing.
yeah. So this is all like everyone's doing this. Meanwhile, I'm just going separately just
Yeah.
to keep things organized. Okay. So John, let's cut.
Yes. Okay. I guess first things first, I'll sift through that magic properties of gemstones to see if I can find. I feel like we'd looked at this before. This.
You took. Oh wait, the actual gym.
Yeah, didn't we
You-
pick this up? Like, this is the room with the spiders, right?
The
gem?
ruby gem. I think so. The small ruby.
The ruby, this little ruby-like gem.
Yes.
It's not a cut gem, so it's a rock,
Okay.
essentially. You know what I mean by a non-cut gem, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
So, and it's kind of small for you. It's about, funny enough, for you in your hand, it's about the size of your palm.
Okay.
Wow.
So for everyone else, it was much smaller. But you did, because it was on the Ghostly Alchemist,
Okay. Okay.
the one of what was the title? I even forgot about it.
I don't
I
remember.
forgot he had some.
We don't ask their names before we kill them. The only one we knew was Ned.
But you did sense a small magical source from it, but you didn't.
Okay.
The only way to truly know would be its properties would be to actually identify it.
Well, okay, I did pick identify as one of the two spells I learned on level up. I know I probably have to prepare it first, so I can look at it later. But is there anything in the book that the magical properties of gemstones, or is it just I can just tell it's a general kind of rock, but nothing else?
Well,
Or can I
let me
make like
do
a?
that real quick? But I think with identify,
Mhm.
because you can cast it as a ritual.
Yes, it takes 10 minutes.
But the thing
Okay.
is, though, I think you still have to prepare it.
Yeah, that's what I haven't. It's not prepared at the moment.
Yeah. So that let me just check that real quick.
Worst Boy Scout, not prepared.
You can cast a wizard spell as a ritual if that spell has the ritual tag and you have it in your spell book. You do not need to have that spell prepared.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna cast identify on it since I have the time.
Okay, so yep, you take 10 minutes to identify it. I forgot, does identify require material components? Like, does that
It says, let's see, a pearl worth at least 100 GP and an owl feather.
What?
What?
Specific.
Well, for if it has a GP amount, I usually just have you subtract the GP. But if it's like there's resurrection spells that require a diamond of a certain quality, those all.
Yes.
But I can't remember if it's used when consumed. But
I think it says if it's used, doesn't it usually?
I don't know. Let's.
I can't think of any spell that takes it, but that might be something that's just like in like the handbook. It's like upon using, it's this. It goes away.
Yeah, here. Let's search Google.
What is this Google you speak of? Is it a spell?
It's some may also know it as the Grand Archives. So,
I thought they were buried in the sand long ago by an owl.
Such a silly name for Grand Archives.
of course, it brings up a bunch of other things, but it does not give specifically. So I would think it would be. So like the other stuff you would have if you have like a component code couch or a arcane focus, but so let's just. Do you have 100 gold to subtract?
No.
Oh, oof.
I see that is the issue here. Let me.
100 gold. Wow.
Just to identify. Dang.
Well, maybe what we do,
The
we
thing about
need,
identify is that one, it also, if the item is cursed, it tells you if it's cursed or not before attuning to it.
Yes.
so maybe we need to get
So-
you this pearl so that you can just always have it instead of giving up 100
Is
gold.
that so? If I get, like, let's say I go out to the shops and find a pearl, it doesn't consume it. I just need to have it on me to use the spell, right? Or does it consume it?
Here, give me a moment. That's ultimately what I'm looking at.
Of course, if we're gonna buy a pearl worth 100 gold pieces, we might need 100 gold pieces. To buy
But
said
if it
pearl.
doesn't consume it, but it will consume the gold, it'd be save us a lot of money in the long run.
I mean, I have some stuff in my inventory that we looted that I could off to maybe get close enough, but
I mean,
that's
how much gold do you have?
I've got
You
chunks
have
of gold.
So, Eric, I guess the question is, do you have a component pouch, or did you choose to have your staff as your spell focus?
I have. Sorry, 1 second. I have a staff.
Okay. So you have that as your spell focus, so that takes care of the owl feather.
Mhm.
So if you have a spell focus, you do not need the materials that are not gold specified.
Okay.
If it is gold specified, unless it specifically states that the material component is consumed, you just need the component.
Okay.
You do not lose it. So
Okay.
essentially that would be one. So in order to cast it during when you're shopping around, you'll want to find a pearl worth 100 gold, and then you'll be
Okay.
able to keep casting Identify.
Okay, and then I guess for now I'll just.
You're still trying to work out. It's a brand new spell you just learned,
Yeah.
so
Okay. Since I
but
can't
you
work
can
it out.
still- yeah, but you can still look in the book.
Yes.
No, the
Okay,
book has to be attuned also.
Make a investigation check for me.
Oh no. I
Okay,
mean,
that's
Just
not too
off-
bad.
just off
this
today.
is to determine about how long it takes or how long you search for it.
Mhm.
So in the book, you are mainly skimming to find a description of something that that kind of matches what you're looking at right now. Because it does look like a ruby, but anytime you try and look at like specifically a ruby gem-like substance, you get like rubies and the fact that they tend to have affiliation more with fire and then and the natural force of fire. But this ruby, you don't really see anything magical about it. But then, like towards the end of your time, we were about to give up. You do realize there's a page kind of marked off, listed specifically for a substance called magicite.
ooh.
And what magicite is, based on looking at this, is essentially magic focused into a single substance.
Ooh.
So, and usually, while normal gems do not have any kind of magical substance to them, magicite does, but it takes the appearance of sometimes what looks like normal gems.
Okay.
So, based on that, it seems like the not very much research was specifically, or it's still under investigation of like the roles of magicite, according to this book. But it was also a fairly old book as well, so no telling how
Yeah.
old, if there's been any updates on this. But based on what you're reading, there is a good chance that this could be a shard of magicite.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Magicite. Got it. I guess, do I have enough time right now to start learning a spell from one of the spell books, or are we gonna regroup and then I can do that later?
Based on that roll, I would say that it took you a bit longer
Okay.
uh,
I'll do it later.
than what you were expecting before you could actually start something before you would get interrupted.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess next, so Leopard and Needle and Portman, are you with them as well, or I didn't catch where exactly you were going?
I just went downstairs to get some whiskey. I think that's where they technically are.
Yeah, we're kind
Actually,
of all in that same
Technically, we'll
area.
do all three
Yeah.
of you at the same time. Then, if you're all in the same area,
that's fine.
so what would y'all like to do?
I think we were going to gamble, right? So I pull out the dice set.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically my end goal is to cheat Leopard out of some money
Okay.
with some sleight of hand.
Well, thanks.
So we will play a dice game. So I want you. So each of you, you will keep this hidden from each other. And the way this will work is that I want so we'll take turns doing this. I need both of you to roll a D4, a D6, and a D8.
And not to everybody,
The dungeon
just
master.
you.
No, keep it to your. Okay, I
Yeah.
think I see. So I see self. So I think I can still see it. Yeah.
Or you
I can send it to me and you.
Yeah, you can just do Dungeon Master.
Yeah, you can do dungeon master.
That works too. Okay. So with your dice covered, the point of this game is to get who I guess at this point I should have came up with this earlier, but so looking at your dice now with all three dice, the rules of this game is that you want to get the highest result between the two of you. And I guess the question is, so now
Guess
is the
who
time.
has the highest dice? Maybe.
Whoever has the highest dice wins.
Ooh.
So now looking at your dice, you will get to re-roll one of those dice, but now it's the time for betting.
So it's like the ante if you were playing actual poker kind of thing.
Oh. I don't even know how much.
Does any of my like sleight of hand or something? Deception or something?
Yep, you can if you want to try and sneak switching one of your dice, you could. That would be a sleight of hand check.
Like, how much are we betting?
First, right now you need to determine money amounts.
Oh, okay. How about 20
I don't know
silver?
what's high or low. 20 silver? Okay. I'll do 20
So
silver.
1 silver is 10 copper. Or so 10 copper is 1
Yeah.
silver, 10 silver is 1 gold.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is
I
the
did
ante?
20 silver.
Yeah, or
Ooh.
2 gold. Same thing. Whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the pot is full 4 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so now each of you may re-roll one of your dice.
How do we re-roll just one?
Just click.
Or just roll that
just
specific
roll the
one?
single dice that you want to re-roll. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Needle, you said you were going to try and cheat.
Oh.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand. Leopard, roll a perception check.
Roll perception.
Yep.
Okay. Where is that?
Oh no.
Sleight of hand check 23. Where's perception? Just do I hit the perception?
Yeah, hit the
Under
perception.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait for it. It
You're
hasn't even
stupid.
loaded in
You
yet.
don't have to worry about her cheating or anything. She's not going to cheat you out of money.
Sure.
We're
She-
besties.
She's a friend.
I rolled a 2.
Don't.
So with that,
She's
So
a
with that
friend,
being the
Leopard.
case,
Don't worry.
Needle, you get to replace another dice.
So I replaced 2.
Yep. And I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. A friend would never cheat.
I just stare blankly, just smiling, just. This is fun.
I like to imagine, like, Leopard totally sees it, but doesn't, like, process what actually is happening.
No, there's just no lights on upstairs.
There's just no lights. Oh my gosh.
Hmm?
The making notes of, like, when we took breaks helped so much in the editing.
What's that?
Last time I took notes on, like, the time when we took breaks.
Like right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it made it so much easier just to jump to that time, go a few minutes before to when, like, it happened, cut at the end, and boom. It made editing like a million times faster. Okay, so Tyler just texted me. Now add the total of all the dice, and whoever has the highest wins.
I got 15.
6.
Oh no!
Give me that money!
Oh my gosh!
I rolled real low and I was like, crap. And then it was just perception check 2. I was like, dang it.
Dang! You didn't even need to sleight of hand that.
No, I re-rolled for a 2.
What was it
And I had a
before?
3.
Oh, I mean,
Three.
it didn't help that much.
And it was my D8. So like,
Oh my gosh! If only John
Okay,
was
so-
there, he's got the cheating dice.
oh,
I
you
don't
got
know if they're
dice?
cheating dice. I took a pair of. It just said nice gambling dice. I actually haven't expected them. They could be loaded.
Ooh,
Who knows?
if they are, you should.
So I just
So I
get
lost
2 gold,
20
right?
silver.
You just got 2 gold, and he lost
Yeah.
20 silver.
Okay.
Or if you want, I mean, if you want to put it as he betted 20 silver, if you want to put 20 silver, you can. It just comes out the same.
Yeah.
Okay. If you can play again if you would like, but you must decide now if it's going to be the highest or lowest will win.
Wait, what?
So you can
If we wanna gamble
again, but you must decide before rolling if the person who rolls the higher number wins or the lower number. So higher, like we did this now, so her 15 beat your 6, or lower, so that 6 would have beat her 15.
You'll go higher or lower. I don't mind playing again.
Let's do the same. High rolls.
High rolls? Okay.
Well, perfect. So go ahead and roll to DM. That way Tyler can see it all. The same rolls you did the first time. Oh, I guess determine what you're going to bet first. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, same. Same thing,
Whoops.
20 silver.
Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect.
20 silver.
20 silver, 2 gold, whatever. Perfect. So they're going to hold roll those.
Can I do another sleight of hand?
Yeah. And then but roll it to
I guess I do a
yeah, roll it out
perception, right?
in front so everybody can see it though again.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go. Ooh.
Jesus.
Ooh, that was good though. So you
Close.
get to re-roll 2 Lone Needle. Leopard, you get to re-roll that individual one.
Okay.
Everybody's rolled?
Yeah,
Yes.
hold on, let me crap, I need Tyler's help. I forgot what my original roll was.
Oh wait, it doesn't go to you?
It does, but it
It
when
disappears?
you re-roll, you have to roll another one.
Yeah, like there's no record of it.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting.
Hold on, actually. Okay, I found a record. I found out how to.
Oh,
Okay,
perfect.
never mind.
Okay, so I'll let you re-roll
Okay.
and let me know when you're finished.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Something came up.
All right. And Lone Needle, what did you get?
18.
And
I
Leopard.
got 13.
Oh, Leopard loses again. Lone Needle, you win 20 silver plus your 2 gold
Dang.
back.
So I'm guessing it's been a clean run.
It was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first one absolutely.
Yo.
He almost caught her cheating this time, but it's not quite.
Almost.
I mean, she had a
Okay.
+6 to hers. Like, whew.
Okay, so I guess with y'all gambling, Tormund, was there anything specific you wanted to do, or just get some drinks?
No, I'm good with just chilling and getting drinks while everyone kind of does their thing. I don't have anything necessarily, except maybe some shopping, but we're all going to do that together, so.
Let's just say, for the time period that it takes before they reach out to y'all, it's gonna be, or I guess are y'all planning to leave once Ava gets back?
I think
Yeah.
that was the plan.
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
And go shopping. Yeah.
Now let's just say, for your drinks, it cost about 2 silver.
Okay.
So, okay, so John's up in the room studying. Ava returns from her.
Was I able to get the blood out of the clothes?
Mostly, it took a little scrubbing. You were able to get them out though.
Perfect.
There's some dark spots residue, but it also looks like dirt. So
Cool. That's fine with me. All right, so she has those on. She comes back. She's got a little bit of like an amber streak in her hair now, and she goes, "Let's go."
What's the first shop we go to?
Do we want weapons or armor? Or I guess magic stuff, even because John will need magic stuff.
Before we leave, I want to go up to the bartender and try to sell that bottle of wine I got to him.
Ooh.
go
to the nice
you
lady.
approach it and show her, like, huh? This is a really good vineyard.
Yes, I happened to pause wanting to know, since you've got a big event coming up, if perhaps you'd be willing to purchase it off of me.
That sounds like a good plan.
100 gold.
Yeah,
or
let
a
me
pearl.
think. So,
I know this is a very, very good bottle of wine. It's
But-
well aged.
make a persuasion check for me.
Ooh,
Ooh, good job.
nice.
Nice.
It didn't show up for me. I still like, there we go. 20. Yep. It's like, yeah, you're right. Plus, you're pretty persuasive. I'll give you 50 gold pieces for it.
I'll take it.
All right. He hands you the 50 pieces.
You're halfway there. Oh.
Squidward in a chair.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess the decision is, where would y'all like to go? Or is there a particular type of shop you're looking for?
I want to see if there's like a. I guess I want to go to the herbalist, see if they have like poison and potions, healing potions, and
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
So herbalist would have like healing remedies and stuff like that. Potions are actually more magical based. So
Okay. Who's got poisons?
okay, you may have a little trouble with poison just because of the fact that not very well people usually use poison. But so I guess that will be the first place. So you look around town, and you find the an herbalist shop which is called the Planted Pot. And you go in and enter.
I'm gonna go in. I don't know if anybody else wants to come.
I do want to go in,
I'm
and I
good.
want to walk
Okay.
up to the clerk and try to sell a book I have for them.
Okay, so you come up, and then it's actually surprising. It's a halfling behind. So you get up on the stool to talk to the person, and then turns out they're on top of a stool as well. It's like, oh yes, how can I help you?
Hello, I have this book I'm trying to look to sell. It is called The Magical Properties of Herbs. Would you perchance like to purchase it?
Here, let me take a look at it. And then takes the book from you. So it is in fairly good condition.
Yes, and I think it's a first edition as well.
Really?
Lay in on the charm.
Let's see. You do say it's a first edition, but does that mean all these are first edition? And he points back behind him, and then all the books, and it looks like they all have the same title. It's just one book row. It's like, I give you credit for trying to haggle, but I'll give you 2 gold for this.
Would you take? Could I get 3 gold for it?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. I'll do a special deal for you. 1 gold.
All right.
Oh.
Is it too late to take the 2 gold?
I think we can make a deal at 2 gold.
I'll take it.
All right. Sell that to him. And then Needle, as you're kind of looking around the shop, it's just a bunch of odds and ends. There are some kind of, while it's kind of warm outside, it's actually fairly or where it's fairly cool outside. It's actually pretty warm in here, and it looks like the temperature seems to be like at a constant warmth. And you do notice that along some of the where some plants are, there are some kind of like heat style lamps that trying to keep it so it looks like he tries to keep some stuff to grow year round.
Okay.
But a lot of it's like you're finding a lot of like portal and what is it? Pot and metal. What's it called? Can't think of the name. But the thing you use to grind up.
Mortar and pestle.
Mortar and
Mortar and
pestle.
pestle.
Yeah, mortar and pestle.
Yeah.
See a couple of those kits. See a couple of test tubes, and things like that for mixing liquids. You also see just kind of just specific plants, and there are some pouches that do have some kind of a greenish liquid in some of them, in some of the vials.
Can I tell what it is?
Uh, you can't really tell, but it's a different shade of green than what your poison is.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask the little halfling guy?
Yeah. So you bring it to his attention. It's like, oh yes, those are designed to whenever someone is feeling a bit under the weather, and it's honestly a to help with poisoned individuals to help recover. So while it's not going to do like with the deadliest of venom, but you know how sometimes if someone's bit by a venomous snake, they feel unwell for the next few days. That's supposed to help them
Kind of like a
recover
treatment
quicker.
ointment.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything for healing injuries?
I do have. Let's see, and it goes to the back. I do have some of these. They're not going to be as strong as what you would say get with health potions because those are magically inclined. But I do have some of these herbal ointments. Um, and what they could do, just kind of scraping them on the room, scraping them on the wounds, will help them heal a little bit quicker and a little bit better. It does take some time though to be able to for them to take place. So you want to get
How
that
much
in
do you want for it?
um let's see. Well, I have 3 stashes here. Um let's say let's say 20 gold per piece.
No, I'm good.
Okay. I guess is there anything else that takes your fancy?
Me, no, but if anybody else wants to look around or ask for anything,
What?
I'm
So what else
done there.
do they sell here other than poisons and potions?
Well, it's not really. It's more remedies than actual potions.
Okay.
Because potions are more magically inclined.
Okay.
But like, there's the healing ointment, the uh, the poison remedy is a bit. It looks like it's contained in a potion bottle, but isn't really a potion.
They have
But
herbs and spices.
it does has herbs and spices.
23.
How much are these herbs and spices? Just general.
Just general.
Yeah.
Let's.
It's like a general assortment for cooking.
So cooking. Let's make that. We will make that 5 gold for the collection of herbs and spices.
5 gold.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Sold to the big man.
Nothing in here interests Ava.
So it's just a kind of bunch of jars of like just
generic,
ground up,
yeah.
yeah, like basil, cilantro, all that kind of stuff.
Oregano.
Oregano. Yep.
I swear it's oregano.
All right. So, where to now?
Tyler, as a side question, are you worried about how many arrows I have and carry and lose? And...
No, I
Okay.
assume that during free time, the like for basic arrows and stuff, when you're out and about, you're making your own, you're fletching your own,
Okay.
and I assume that any of the ones that are recoverable, you grab during the battle. The only thing that would be if it's specifically like poison tipped arrows or like
Mhm.
specific magical arrows, those would be the only things that I'm concerned with counting actually how many you have.
Cool.
I also have a question, Tyler.
Okay.
No.
When I was making my character, it said the average height of a turtle was like 5'7", and so I
Yeah.
put 5'9".
Yeah.
But I didn't know they could get up to like 6'3"
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So, can I change my height to seem more intimidating?
Change anything. No, you
Dang
can
it.
change.
Okay.
I like some growth herb.
Leopard, did you just get
Because like
taller?
everybody's like, oh, he's so massive because he's a turtle, and then it's just like I'm 5'9". I'm like, oh, okay.
Leopard, did you just get taller? Like, by a lot?
Surprise.
It turns out
Lost
he had
money,
a
gained
back issue, so he was just hunched over.
Oh. That makes sense.
I assume it may be because of something like to do with like neck stretch or something. Because turtles have long necks.
Like a
Yep.
dinosaur.
All right. So, where would y'all like to go now, or what kind of store would you search for now?
Um. Maybe armory? Like a leather worker shop?
Blacksmith.
I wouldn't. I don't want heavy armor. I want like medium. So like I'd see like leather.
So I guess are you wanting light, medium, or heavy? That
Medium.
would be that. Okay, so that's that would just be a blacksmith would have that kind of stuff
Oh, cool.
to
To the
look at.
blacksmith.
How do we tell if we already have armor? Where would that be?
So under your inventory, when you go to it, so
Yeah.
you'll check inventory, go to equipment,
Okay.
and then it will have in there like leather.
Okay.
You just have to look at the item description, and then you want to make sure that box next to it is filled because that equips it.
Okay. Got it. Do you have a list or something where we can look at other types of light armor and their effect on our armor class?
So for you specifically, so I guess we'll just go automatically assume you're at the armor right now, taking a
Yeah,
look.
sorry. Kind of jumped up.
So there are different types of armor. And here, let me
Be
see if I
right back,
can.
guys. I gotta check out my dog.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me see
He's
if I
like, I don't need armor. I wear my armor.
can. His back is his armor.
I
Yeah.
am armor.
Where is armor ships? There we go. Here you go. This is a direct link. So keep in mind though, some of the stuff does require specific restrictions or requirements. So, for example, like heavy armor, all of it, or I think a big majority of it, all has strength requirements for that. For medium armor, medium armor, so you get a little more protection, but you do have to consider the fact of having your you only get a max dex modifier of 2, and also some of them give disadvantage on stealth. So for
Yeah.
you, Needle, most likely you're gonna stick with leather armor because your dexterity is so high. Because you don't want to restrict that, and that gets added to your armor class.
And I have leather armor
Okay.
if you need it. So if I can find some medium armor, I can probably just give you my leather if that's something you're interested in.
Yeah, no, I have regular leather.
Okay.
I guess I was looking at getting studded leather. Would that be worth it?
Yeah, it would add one more to base of what you have right now. So
That's what I was
One more to
thinking
my
too.
armor class.
yeah, that it would add
Okay.
one more. Because the thing is too is that like while these are standard, later on you can find better equipment, or you can find like magical pieces of armor that increase the bonus further based on how the enchantment is. So these are kind of your very base, your standard armors. And then,
Okay.
in fact, if you were thinking of medium, Trevor,
I was thinking more like the
yeah,
leather, the studded, I think. But yeah, medium was originally what I was thinking.
okay.
Why? What's up?
Well, because I was the scale mail that Foreman picked up is considered medium armor.
Ew. Does it have
So
disadvantage on anything?
you have disadvantage on stealth
See, I don't want
because
that.
because it's scale mail.
Yeah, I don't want to be disadvantaged. Because I don't
Yeah.
need a lot of armor.
There is a feat that you can take that I think it's called medium armor master, that it does allow you to add one more for your dex, and then also if the armor has disadvantage, you can actually it gets rid of that, but it
Alright.
costs a fee to get
Uh,
that.
yeah.
But there, if you have the money, there is breastplate that is that it's the same as scale mail without whatchamacallit,
A
without the
disadvantage.
advantage.
Yeah. I'll probably look at the medium.
What did I miss?
We're still talking about armor. I'll probably look
Okay.
at the medium, see what it's going for, and
Yep.
then maybe even just stick with what I have currently, the
Yep.
leather. Just because like if depending on the price,
Do they do price
one
matching?
more AC, I don't know how much that's gonna be worth paying for.
And then one thing too, I guess do you bring up the fact that y'all had that broken plate armor?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah, I've got that in my
Oh,
inventory.
we could sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Put toward like a group fund.
if you're going in regards to selling, he says that he can use the scrap metal. He won't pay full price of plate because of the fact that it's all broken down. So
Damaged or well worn is the notes.
you can either pay for the metal itself, or if you want, he can convert it to half plate, and it'll just cost, because most of the resources are there on them. It just costs for
Labor.
for labor.
How
That's
much
up.
would that cost?
Yeah, it's up to our bigger guys.
So for half plate to get that converted, because you already have the material, it's going to cost about 300 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's
We ain't got that.
nowhere near that much. Yeah. So I'm thinking, as far because I have the plate armor and I have the scale mail, I'm thinking I would probably wear the scale mail,
Yeah.
so I don't really need armor as far as that goes to purchase, and we'll just sell the plate. And I don't know if this is where I also have a long sword in my inventory to sell. If this would be the place to sell
Yeah.
the long sword.
Yeah, the long sword you can sell for roughly 10 gold.
10 gold. Okay, so what do I just delete it out of my pack and give myself 10 gold?
Yep.
How do I get?
And then, so if you just wanted to sell the plate itself, not do the conversion, he said he would pay 500 for it.
Oh.
Okay. Or I could hold on to it because half plate is the best. Well, it's really not much difference than.
It's by 1 point.
Right, exactly, and it's extremely expensive. So, okay,
Yeah.
I
Plus
say we
also
sell
the
the
fact
plate.
that you do have the fancy looking scale, which John confirmed did have some magic to it, but he couldn't identify what exactly it was. So
Yeah.
I could a little bit, but I need to get something first.
Well, then I'd be
Yeah.
down to. I definitely think if he has magic, we shouldn't sell that one. But if you want to sell the plate, that's fine. I have zero interest in that. So, in the plate armor.
Same. I don't need anything that big.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna sell the plate for 500 and the longsword for 10. So 510. How do I delete stuff out of my pack?
pretty sure if you just let's see, it's been a while since I've
Manage inventory, maybe.
yeah, I
Oh
think
yeah,
so.
I see it. Yep, that's gonna be it. There it is. Move to.
And then do we
How about we
want?
split that 500, bro?
Well, I was gonna say, do we want to split it or put it toward like a party fund?
Okay. Well, if we're gonna split it, then I would say everything that we got from our adventure needs to be split.
We have been so far.
Except for
Yeah, I
John's
was
like
just
one
about
gold
to
piece.
So I don't care on that, but
I mean, you can hold on to it now. We could like maybe reconvene when we get back. And figure out how we
I
want to
still
handle
don't
the
know how
money.
to delete.
When you go to in your inventory, it'll have like a little bit of a like a drop down. Do you see that?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You just
just
quantity to
move.
zero,
And then you'll
maybe.
just go to remove.
So you can actually
Oh,
yes. Yeah, you can just so click the item itself and then under quality or quantity it has remove.
All right, I guess I'm in a different area because I do not have that.
So
So, are
click-
y'all clicking add?
Click manage
Item?
inventory.
Okay, yep. Manage
No,
inventory.
Yeah, and then click your equipment. I guess that's where it's going to be at.
I have it under my backpack. But
So go to backpack, and
Yep.
then click the actual item, and then in the very bottom it says
oh,
quantity,
okay, I see.
and right there.
I was clicking on like the box or the. Okay, gotcha. So.
Here, get her!
remove,
Get her! Get her! Get her! Get her! Get her!
Remove.
Yeah! Good job. What? Oh, shit. Sorry. My bad.
Okay, and. Okay. What else do I have? Do I have anything else? Oh, while we're here, I guess when I started, I had 2 hand axes and a javelin as well, but I'm using my great axe.
Mhm.
So can I just go ahead and sell those?
You can, or do you want to keep them because those can be thrown for damage as well.
Yeah, those are range weapons.
Drone range, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll keep them. They
Okay.
don't sell for that much anyway.
Alrighty.
So how much would studded leather armor be?
Check. What?
Studded leather. So it would be the 45 gold.
Oh, I ain't got that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just for regular studded leather.
I mean, I have it, but no, I don't want to spend all my gold for that.
Okay, so I guess
Not for
next
one
stop
AC.
is to try and find a magic shop.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where we would buy like weapons too, or is there another weapon that I could buy that would be better than the great axe that I have?
Great Axe is pretty good right
Yeah.
now.
I'm kind of scrolling through. And I
You're
don't
you're
see
mainly
it.
kind of looking. You're not really going to see an upgrade for it unless you like can find magical weapons.
Okay. Yep, sounds good. I'm good then.
Okay.
So,
So,
John, what did you find out about that rock, that stone I gave you, the ruby?
Not 100% sure, but it could be a material called magicite. It's not an actual gemstone, but it's mimicking a gemstone. Other than
Interesting.
that, I'm not too sure what its purpose could be. I could figure out more if I was able to acquire a pearl so I could cast a spell to identify the object, but right now, I do not have one.
Well, maybe we can
Ava,
go by
roll
the
a
jeweler.
history check for me.
A history check?
Yes.
Am I good at those? I'm okay with those. Oh, 19.
When John says the word magicite, memories of back home and hearing discussions about your father's business with a material such as magicite ring up.
Uh,
And you remember those meetings that you caught those glimpses were usually held in the back.
you might just keep the fact that it's magicite and the stone itself right now kind of under wraps. If it is magicite, that's not something you want to advertise that you have.
Okay.
What is it?
I don't know 100%. I just remember my dad always did business with people about it, and it was always in like the back rooms, and like it was always had like this shady feeling to me. So I wasn't ever able to learn more. I wasn't able to learn more about the family business before I left. But
So you don't know what it's used for.
I don't know what it's used for. No, but I do know that it's not it's not normally sold in the open. It's usually black market behind doors kind of situations.
Good to know.
So would I be able to, Tyler, as a side note, can I use my connections with the Thieves Guild? Or it says in my character sheet that I have like some connections with a contact,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't really specifically say like what the contact is for.
So that will be something we can utilize, but we would need to come up with that.
Okay.
So, in this town, because you're fairly new here, not, but we would have to discuss on like which town you were initially set up in to be able to kind of throw that out some to be able to know.
Okay, so I need some backstory first.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I can tell you based on your criminal background, you do know that magicite is like cream of the crop for items, especially on the black market. Nobles want it, researchers want it. It's one of those hot ticket items that
It's
everyone
illegal.
and some people are willing to kill for it, no matter what scale it's at.
So I overheard John saying he needed a pearl. Can I use my water breathing to go look for pearls in the water?
I guess you can. So you just kind of run up and jump into the water.
Yeah, I just want to run and jump in the water.
Oh,
Okay, so while y'all are kind of
Go home.
discussing this, Leopard goes up to the coast, like, excuse me, past one of the stalls, and just jumps in the water.
What a fucking weirdo.
but he's our weirdo.
That's
Maybe
my name.
a
He's
perception,
your weirdo.
He adopted all of us. It wasn't a choice.
not perception, make an investigation check.
Oh gosh.
Technically, it was John who brought him to us.
Oh. Okay.
He just
Ooh.
kind of appeared.
So you start kind of swimming around and along the surface. You do notice there are a lot of clams here. And as you're digging and like trying to open them up, see it's like you find you some with pearls that are kind of small and barely formed. You do find one that's a pretty decent size. You don't know the quality of it because you're no pearl expert,
Yeah.
but you get a collection of pearls with one a little bit better quality.
Okay. Do I need to add
These
those
are
to
like,
my inventory?
tiny. These are like tiny pearls, so you don't even know if they're really worth anything.
Gotcha. Okay, I guess I come back and I say, "Hey, are these what you're looking for?" I just hold them out.
Well, these are pearls, but I don't know if they're of the quality that I need. I guess I'll look at the best one that he had.
We can go by
Okay.
a jeweler, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we need to find a jeweler.
Yeah, we could have it inspected. Because if this works, that would save me a lot of money. Because I was planning to have to purchase one. Thank you very much, friend. And I do a smile, give him a little nod.
Eric, choose high or low.
Hi.
So, looking at the pearl, it looks like it might just be enough to be what you need. You'll have to test it out first, but or have someone appraise it. But you think you have a pretty good suspicion that this is what you need for the spell.
Okay, I'll add it to my.
Sweet.
All the other ones are just tiny ones.
I'll
I
still
don't
keep
have-
them in my inventory if you don't want them. Because
Just
they're
put,
shiny rocks.
Yeah, just put a handful of tiny pearls.
Tell you what, since you gave me this, I picked this off the boss we killed earlier. I'll give him the very nice dice that I got earlier.
Okay.
So we'll do a trade.
John, are you okay with switching the little ruby thing back over so I can put it in the bag of holding, or do you want to hold on to it for
Yeah,
now?
I can give it back to you.
Ah.
I can't do anything at the moment. I'll expect it later.
Yeah. I put it in the bag of holding so it's kind of
So
out
I
of
just
sight.
add that to my inventory, or
Yeah, so all I had was they were just a set of very nice gambling dice. I don't know if they're loaded or anything. I haven't had a chance to look at them.
oh, did you just put it under other? In your notes?
What I've been doing is I've been keeping like the miscellaneous stuff in like my notes.
Yeah, because a lot of
Oh.
the stuff isn't like proper items in D&D Beyond. So a lot of these are just going to be if they like become magical or something like that, or essentially I have to create the item in the system to be for
Yeah.
y'all to be able to add it. But for these kind of lower miscellaneous stuff, I would say just put them in notes.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that at the top of my notes. I'm gonna add for like random spell stuff.
I guess the next thing you're looking for is magic shop.
Weapons? Or,
Or some- or
weapons would be
no,
next.
Or are
We were
you
looking
still-
for the jeweler to have it appraised, right?
Yeah, I think that would be probably the next priority.
Okay.
I mean, they might be able to do that since it's magic related. They could
Yeah, I
possibly
guess
tell
they
me
might,
the magic
maybe.
shop. But if not, we can find an appraiser.
Okay. So as you're looking around, there isn't a true. It doesn't look like there's a true magic shop per se. There is an alchemist called Magical Brews.
Ruse.
Brews, yeah.
Okay.
And you go
Let's
in,
try
and
it.
the shelves are lined with potions.
Potions.
Potions. You can definitely tell these are a lot more kind of more tailored for high end, compared to the herbalist that you met earlier. But you do see some while you're searching around. You see some with kind of the same reddish, the kind of purple, the red purplish color that you recognize of healing potions.
Okay.
You do also but there's a bunch of things of different colors. There's a few that are kind of a yellowish color, a few that are kind of similar in color to the green potions that you saw in the herbalist, but these ones seem a lot more clear. Like
More
what
refined.
is
Like
it?
no poison.
Not opaque is what the other one where you can't like see through it, but
Translucent.
translucent, yes. So you can actually see through the green liquid and stuff. So I guess the question is, do you have any specifics that you're looking for?
Health
any-
potion.
Okay. I guess I'll go up to the clerk and I'll first ask him. Do you guys have any experience with items used for spell casting?
We actually do. Part of the enchantment process for these potions is actually through magical means. Is there something in particular you're looking for spellcraft or something like that?
I was looking to have an item appraised. Would you be able to tell me if this pearl would be sufficient for casting an identify spell?
Here, let me take a look at it because surprisingly, potions require certain materials. So let
Yes.
me check the quality. So he takes a look at it, and indeed, it is worth the 100 gold required.
Fantastic.
Sweet.
Leopard coming in clutch.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Thank you. How
About
much
time.
are your health potions going for? How much do you sell them for?
So for our normal stock, they go about 50 gold per.
Okay.
We do have some higher quality ones that go for about 200 per.
Okay. And what other types of potions do you sell here?
Well, the green ones over there, they're meant to help cure poisons instantaneously when the uh it's drank. We also have, let me see. What I need, damn it. Okay. Um, roll me a d4.
Roll you a d4?
Yep.
Three.
3. Okay. All right. So, um, he points over to a kind of brownish potion. Looking, it's a bit opaque, and taking upon look of it, it looks like there are some like what looks to be like hairs in it. And
Oh,
it's like, well, we do have this one.
Polyjuice
This
potions.
allows you to be able to charm animals to help work with you for a bit.
Charm
It
animals.
doesn't last too long, but some people find it whenever they're trying to go through the swamps, just to make sure that nothing nasty really pops out at them, or if something does, they can just tell it to go away. Um,
Hmm.
Go away.
but that's one, and then we do have another one. It's kind of higher end. We don't really see it much, but do have one that allows you to kind of speed up your reaction times for a short amount of time, but there is a pretty big crash afterwards. And he points to a kind of yellowish looking potion.
It's just an energy drink.
We call it Monstar.
Fascinating.
No, it's a serious magical item.
Well, I may have to come back. We're supposed to get paid for a job, so maybe I'll have to return.
Well, we'll
Pick up
be
some
here,
potion.
and I know if none of this selection does it, a lot of people are coming in, so you never know what's going to be out on the street
Yeah.
during
Oh,
the
that's
festival
true.
time.
That is
Thank
a
you
festival.
very much for your help, and
Not a
I will
problem.
maybe be back.
Alrighty.
I want to ask him about health potions.
Okay. So it's
What
gonna
he's
be
got and how much it costs.
so for the regular scale, it's 50 per.
And that's what, 10 health points, if I remember correctly?
It's 2d4 plus 2
Okay.
for 50 gold pieces each. Then there is a higher
So
quality one,
expensive.
which is greater. I'm sorry if items that can instantly return damage back to you are so expensive. You know, these things only can prevent you from dying. But then the greater healing potions are worth 200 each, and they're 44 plus 4.
Okay.
So
And what is the
Okay.
rule on taking health potions?
it
Like
takes an
one a
act.
turn, or is it like one?
So it takes an action to use it,
Okay.
and then I think Needle's going to be the only one, but because she's a thief, she can use items as a bonus action. So for her, it's a bonus action, but for everyone else, it is a regular action to take a potion.
Can you repeat the dice rolling for those two types of potions?
So for a normal healing potion, it's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
For a greater healing potion, it's 44 plus 4.
Okay, and that was 200 gold, and the regular was 50 gold.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Okay, well, I can't afford those right now, so.
Well, I mean, do we want like as a group to purchase some?
Well, do we want to just like, do we want to split up like the stuff
Yeah, I guess
you
that's what we need
sold
to
and the
decide.
stuff I sold? Like, do we want to just like all split it up? Because technically, we all did work together to get it. So I could, since I sold the wine, I could give you each 10 gold. Or do we want to do it kind of like on a?
Like a pool.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It'd be probably easier for like a party stash for party items. But I mean, at that point, we could also just use everything as a party item and be like, hey, Lone Needle needs armor. Well, that benefits
Right.
everybody.
Pass it
So
over.
here you go. Kind of like, do we have like a joint savings account?
I mean, it's either we have somebody just like we could use, I guess, like the bag of holding, and we could just store the joint party income
Yeah.
in there, or we could just all like split up the sales and we all have the gold and we keep track of it. And if somebody needs something, we could maybe pull together.
I think we should, if we're going to,
I think it's going
I
to
don't
be
know,
easier to
split
do
up,
all of it
because
or
if
none
we
of it.
split up, yeah, I was gonna say if we split up the money between everybody, then nobody's gonna have 200 gold to buy a greater. If we
True.
want one, a greater healing potion, no one's gonna have 200 gold.
But
Whereas
as a group,
if we have it all in one pile, then someone just pays, once again as, I guess, like a bank or the bag of holding or something. It doesn't matter to me. But I'm thinking we should probably get 2 healing potions, maybe even 3, and a greater healing potion.
So to help out with the decision too, in past when I've played, the way we've done it is that you essentially treat the party as it's as its individual person. So like when you're splitting it up, so instead of like the master reward for the quest, instead of splitting it 5 ways, you technically split it 6 ways. And then that way you can keep a party fund, but everyone else gets some money as well. Just an idea, if that's what y'all are thinking of doing.
I don't know. I say my vote, I guess, is that
it'd
we
be
split
easier to do.
everything,
Okay.
and then when we decide to purchase stuff like healing potions for the group, we just deduct it evenly out of everybody. You know.
I think that would be
Oh,
Yeah,
fine.
that's pretty good.
I think at that point we might as well just have one account. Then that way, it's just easy to know instead of like, well, hey, it's this much, and it's like, okay, I have this much, this much, this much. If we're going to be
Guys, we
dividing
need
it evenly,
by our portfolios, okay? We're too much into wealth management funds and mutual funds. We need to expand. Think bigger.
so yeah, I think it would be
We should
easier
invest
if
in
we
a
just put it
401k.
all in like the bag of holding. That way, one
have a
person
retirement plan?
we can see how much it is. Because then, if we're still dividing it by person, we're still looking at it like, okay, how much does Trevor have? How much does Scott have? How much does Kaysen have? How much does it's the same
Right,
thing
but-
instead of seeing it as a group hold. It's the same situation. It's going to be
My-
buying it for the group anyway.
Right. My only counter to that, though, is if we just put, like, if all the items that we get from our adventures, we sell them, we put it into the bag of holding, then it's going to be really hard for us to have enough money to buy our own items. Therefore, then it has to go to a group decision of, like, I want to buy a new weapon, and it's like 100 gold for 1 damage more or something like that. And then, you know, Kylie's like, well, no, that's not worth us spending 100 gold on. And then I'm like, well,
Right,
that's what
because
you
it doesn't help me or whatever.
I think-
and then, so
I
One
don't-
thing you
I
could
mean-
do is just you split it evenly, but then take a percentage of the total. Like, just decide on a flat rate for the percentage, and then just make that start allocating for.
That's what I was gonna say. I think I like that idea where it's just like we all get our own cut and then we put some of it into like a general party thing. So like maybe I don't know how much we want to do or how we want to allocate it. Like, is it just off stuff we sell? Is it off including quest rewards? Do we just want to move like 10% of everything into the party fund, or do we just want to split it up and then like, you know, everyone can kind of be in charge of their own equipment, and if they need something, maybe ask. But you know, like health potions, we probably want to get a couple.
If we're gonna split it, I think we just do it the 6-way thing, like how Tyra was saying, because that would be the easiest thing. Then percentage it out.
Okay.
That way, you're always dividing just by like you're getting it's same portion every time, and that way everyone gets money to do their own little things. But then you do start saving up for a group. So.
well, once again, I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news. If we split what money we have 6 ways, our party fund will be able to buy 1 regular health potion, and that'll be it.
Well, and that's the thing. So you're wanting us to split it out
No, you-
individually for this instead of having a party fund versus
Everyone
having a
throws
party
in
fund for
their own.
everyone.
Yeah.
So like I don't know like
Yeah, just because there's a party fund doesn't mean that people can't throw in their own money to help with the party fund. So.
but if we're gonna have a party fund, I don't think it's fair to expect everyone to throw all their money in. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Right. Well, that's exactly what I don't know.
But you're
it's
wanting
up to y'all.
everyone. So if we're buying the health potion, you want everybody to chip in their money for this health potion. But that means that, for instance, if I wanted to go buy some armor, I now can no longer buy it because I'll be under the 45 gold. Because I chipped in for this versus having a party fund where, hey, we want to upgrade our armor so we're not hit as much, and I can't afford it now. So now we're staying where we were. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So
mean,
we
it would
can't
still
have
be
it
the
both
same.
ways. We have to determine
It's
if
going to be the same either way.
Yeah.
because-
Exactly. It's going to be it's going to be the same either way. It just depends on how you want to look at it, I guess. To me, it would be easier to split it 5 ways than 6 ways, and then try and like sit here and navigate what we want, what we get out of the party fund. Now we have that out of the party fund. Now how much money's left? Now how much do we have? Okay,
so-
now we have to
so
divide that between 5 ways to pay for what we want, and then
Right, but Scott, so you're arguing what we're doing right now. So we went
I
all the way
think-
back to
I
the
think-
beginning.
I
Well,
think
we have
the
to do it
easiest-
either way, is what I'm saying. So why not just split it 5 ways instead of 6 ways? We got to split it no matter, or we're gonna split it no matter what. So we can split 5 ways and do math divided by 5, or we can split 6 ways and do math divided by 6 every single time. I guess it technically doesn't matter, but
I'm down for doing it 5 ways, and then we'll just, before we set up on stuff, we'll have to come together as a group and decide what we need. And then we'll have to pool our resources together, but, at the same time, if somebody goes off and buys, spends all their money on armor or
Exactly.
stuff.
And
but
then,
I mean that's going to be
But
their
spices
choice
and
anyway.
herbs for
right,
cooking.
but then if we need to buy potions,
We're not going to
We're-
have enough if we split it 6 ways. Like I said, we're going to have enough for one.
no, wait, hold
potion
on. Let
if
me
we
finish
split
my
6
thought.
ways.
Let me finish my thought.
Okay.
So, if one person goes off and buys, for instance, I bought that armor, I would have basically no gold left. And then you're
Right.
like, hey, we need to all chip in 10 gold for these potions. I no longer can because I have no gold.
Well, it wouldn't make any difference anyway. That's what I'm saying is, okay, we can have a party fund, and we can get 1 health potion right now. This is the way the math breaks down right now. Or actually, I guess technically we could get 2, because we have a little over 600 gold between everybody from my calculations. So we get 2 regular health potions.
How did
right?
you
If we do
calculate
it that way.
everyone's gold?
So
Huh?
wait, we got the 20 from the quest reward, or 100 from the quest reward, the 500 from your armor, and then the 50 from the wine I sold. And then, I mean, if we want, we could split those 2 gold I got from the book, but I was just gonna hold on.
Right.
to-
So we wouldn't be 150 if we
We'd-
split 6 ways. We'd have just over 100 in the.
No, we'd have 600 in the party fund then, and we could buy a lot of potions.
That's if we're not splitting it.
I think we should just split it 5 ways, and then if we need to come to an agreement that's not working, we can figure it out then.
Okay. Have y'all decided how to diversify your portfolios yet?
I don't think we're doing anything. I think we're just doing what we've been doing.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Split it
Well,
5 ways.
yeah.
If you're willing to chip in with others, that's fine. But if you don't feel like it's advantageous for the group, about it, and then
Okay, so I guess if we're splitting it now, I'm gonna take out 40 from the wine, and then you can each add 10 for that.
So we each get
And
10.
then-
So we get 10 gold from that?
Yeah, so
Yep.
you each get 10,
Okay.
and then I guess we each get 100 from the armor,
Right. So
Yeah.
I'll take out 400.
and then I'll add 100, and then I already added
And
the 20
everybody
for my
adds.
quest reward.
Same.
Okay,
Well, the quest
And
reward
I
was
was-
20, correct? Each, correct?
what's up? Yeah, we
Yeah.
each got 20, so
Perfect. Yeah, I get
net
that one.
you should be up 130 from everything we've done.
Yes.
So, and then I was just gonna say, I was planning to not stock up on supplies until we know what we're going to do next. Because if we're going through a swamp, maybe that animal potion will help.
Yeah, I was thinking
Or
that
if we're
same
going to a
thing.
city, it's not gonna.
Yeah,
do
that's fine. I
jack
wasn't
shit.
necessarily saying that we need to buy potions right now.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just using them as examples for.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we probably should wait anyway until we get the rest of our quest reward.
Yes.
okay. So now that we got our portfolios diversified,
Mhm.
and so I guess unless anyone else has a specific shop they're looking for now, we'll just head back to the tavern.
Can I head back
can
to...
I-
Oh, you go
go for
first.
No, go.
I need to head back to the, I guess, leather dude, because I have those pelts I want to sell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he will. While they're not necessarily good for armor quality, he could sell them to a fur trader. So he'll pay about Is it how many furs was it? 3?
3.
And he'll pay 5 gold for each.
5 gold for each?
Yeah.
So that's 15 total. That's not bad. Yeah, sure. I don't have any use for it.
Okay.
So we each get 3.
Correct.
Okay.
So everybody add 3 more gold. Boom. And then I remove these weasels. Perfect. I'm going to hold on to these quartz pieces and the chunk of golds we found just until we know for sure we don't want to try to do something with the gold and the gold apple and all that junk. Perfect. All right,
So
now
you are
what do you want to do,
today, or,
Low Needle?
I don't think there's anywhere else I need to go at the moment.
I wanted to see if there was like a clothes shop because I got that fancy cape coat thing
We found a cape?
that I wanted to try to sell.
I didn't realize we had a
Oh,
cape.
just a tailor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you find a tailor easy enough, and if I remember the cloak, they'll offer you 10 gold for it.
Okay, I'll sell it. So everybody gets 2.
Oh, so that's what you meant by dividing. Jeez, that's going to make things go really long. We'll discuss it after. But
So everybody had 2 gold.
Perfect.
And I think that's all I had from the whole trip. That's the only thing I got besides the poison.
I think so
Okay.
too. Perf. I guess we go back to the wicker basket.
Yep.
Let's head back there.
Sorry about that. I'm helping my roommate get prepared for a wedding.
Hey, Tyler, how much would the armor dude buy regular leather armor for?
Depending on the quality, if it's pretty worn,
It's something I just have it. I think it's what it came with my character from original.
buy it for about 3 gold
Cool. I'll think about it.
because it's used.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna keep it.
So, that is that everyone's shopping done?
I think
For
so.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So, y'all come back to the wicker goat. And once you are inside, you actually see Regis talking with someone from the guard.
Oh no.
And
There it is.
compared to the other guards that you've seen around, this guy's uniform looks a bit more pristine. So it looks like to be a higher rank. And Regis notices y'all and like, oh, perfect timing. Come over here. And as you approach, this is Jared from. He's the guard captain. And Jared, if you could please explain. It's like, yes. So after further investigation, we realized that what you actually cleared out was a smuggling operation that we've actually had a bit of an issue with now, and a lot of the recovered goods were actually stolen from merchants here in preparation for the festival. So as a result, we actually decided to increase your pay. So I believe it was 200 originally. We are increasing it to 400.
Ooh.
So he actually takes and he puts a stack of 300 gold for you on the table.
That's 60 each.
Yes.
And
Okay.
then I'm also curious because it seems like we did discover that they had the boat down there. It's most likely that they have a ship out there. And did you find any like signaling devices or anything like that? We found an office, but it was pretty beat up. I don't know what was going on in there, but trying to find something that would signal a ship offshore, like a lantern or something.
Yeah, I have this lantern here, and I found this book or I guess, was it a book or was it just a note?
It was just a note.
Oh, I found this note and this lantern with the codes for them, and you'll see upstairs there where they would signal them.
And he takes a review. It's like, this definitely seems like a response and a send.
The
You know,
mastermind was known as Ned.
we've heard of Ned, but no one really thought too much of him. But let's go to one of the private rooms here and discuss this further. So they both, Regis and Jared, lead you into one of the former rooms, or one of the further rooms that seem to be set up not as like a living quarters, but like a meeting hall.
I'm gonna like hang back like right next to the door because I'm pretty suspicious of these two guys. That they're like all happy that we killed these people and didn't say anything about it when we got back. That seems super suspicious to me. So I'm gonna be like right next to the door.
And had no, like didn't know that's where the smugglers were doing their smuggling. Yeah, I agree.
Red flags.
They
So
work with Ned.
so when you go in and like based on what we found, it looks like they were looking to get rid of some of the product. Looks like tomorrow night, with which would make perfect sense because tomorrow night is a new moon, so it'd be pitch black. What what the mayor has decided is that we want to get rid of this smuggling ring once and for all. So with your support, and we'll provide some resources with the town guard, we want to go out and capture their ship and bring it into the smuggling ring. We are willing
What's
to pay.
the reward?
What?
What's the reward?
We're looking to pay you 500 gold plus any value of more stolen goods found on the ship. So, and this will be a coordinated effort between us and the town guard and y'all's party. Based on what you're showing us here with the lantern, we could probably help perform the signals. And with the boat, we have some members that are skilled with, that are proficient with boats and sailing. So we could get you out there. The main thing would be you would need to deal with the smugglers in there and be able to signal more ships to come out to be able uh, to finally actually capture the vessel. Because knowing based on these signals, it seems like they run at the slightest hint of exposure. So we leave that up to you. Unfortunately, time is of the essence, so we do need to know now so we can go ahead and get the resources together to start planning it for tomorrow.
I'm down. I'll leave the group.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's help him out.
And hopefully this will get rid of this smuggling ring once and for all. So
Regis, Jared, do you guys have any idea what we're walking into? How many people are there? You have any more details on the smuggling ring? How far does it extend? Are they going to have backup come?
it looked to be local. So doesn't seem too bad. Based on the amount of material that they had, it seemed like one, maybe two ships of decent size. Just depends on how they run things. Because with
Are you going to want us to sink the ships or just take care of all of the people on the ships?
Well, I believe we're going to be signaling them to come into the underwater cave.
Ideally, we would ask you to try and capture the ship. So deal with the smugglers,
supply.
either with extreme prejudice, or if you can get them to surrender, that would work too. So that way we can return the stolen goods to the proper businesses. But my guess, if they leave you no choice, then go ahead and scuttle the ship.
We'll get more money if we return the merchandise.
That is true. The fact that if we are able to return those goods, we can convince the mayor to provide you more for a reward.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the little huddle group and say, do you guys think that we can handle a bunch of, like, possibly 2 ships full of aggressors? Bad guys?
I look back at Jared. How many men are you sending with us?
So, based on where you would need to show us where to do the signal,
I can do
but
that.
my guess is that they only have a certain amount of people actually go out to the ship. So we could supply people to be on the boat to get you out there. But my guess is that they have a specific procedure once you get out there, which that, unless y'all found more notes on it, it doesn't seem like any of this stuff has it. But my guess is that if too many people got on the boat or something, that it could be treated as something's wrong. But my guess is that it's mainly going to be the element of surprise is what we have on our side. So if we can make sure we have the signaling down, we can make sure that at least for the very first approach, that all goes well, and we can at least get people on the ship.
I go back to the group. Did we find any other notes other than the signals?
There was that book, like, I don't actually think I kept it. Let me look.
You had one, I think, on the nautical
Yeah, I don't think I,
region, but that's it.
yeah, just general stuff.
It
Not,
was like a farmer's almanac of the sea or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
nothing of importance for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
no.
I guess I'm all right with doing it.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I think
Yeah,
we
I'm
can
good.
do it. There might be a worthy door. The captain's door. But this is tomorrow night, correct?
Correct. So you would have the night to rest and then all day tomorrow to prepare. We'll go ahead and have some people set their first light just to make sure area is secure and we can get things taken care of. And so we would just need you to be there preferably before sundown.
And the festival doesn't start until the night after this.
Correct.
Cool.
Which is why they would actually tomorrow would be a perfect night, is because we would be so focused on getting the festival right before showtime that no one's going to really care what happens a few miles offshore.
I'm down. Let's do it. What do y'all think?
Help me in.
Yep.
Neopar?
More surprise parties.
More surprise parties. No needle?
Sorry, yeah, I'm good. We're down.
We're down.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Agree.
Okay. So if that's the case, we will meet you first thing, or we will meet you tomorrow then before sundown back at the house. And so I suggest any preparations you need to make them either tonight or early tomorrow morning, and then head our way.
Perfect.
And then I know based on what we are expecting calm seas, so should be no worries about there.
Oh.
And then what you can do we'll discuss exactly the signal for us to start coming out there. when you have finally secured it.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I will see you tomorrow. And then Jared will nod to Regis and then head out. And so in the meantime, and then Regis will turn to you. So in the meantime, if you have any further questions, we're trying to not let this spread around town that this is all happening. But come see me directly, and we can make sure that you get everything prepared for what you need.
Where can we find you?
I'm mainly going to be down in the main bar area here. This is kind of where we've been setting up headquarters for the festival. I'll just be here, kind of getting festival preparation squared away.
Ava leaves.
Okay. So I guess it is. Party agrees that will be taken care of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do y'all have anything y'all want to do before you go to bed tonight, or?
I was gonna try to spend some time to transfer some of the spells from those other spell books to mine.
Did we
Okay.
ever get your pearl for sure?
Yes,
Okay.
I have it.
Just make sure. Well, then I will. I guess.
Did
go
you
back.
want me to try to identify the? I mean,
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's
I was gonna go back
magicite.
with you to the room, and then if you wanted, you could. If not, then I was just gonna chill.
I mean, wait, I can do it. I might as well since I have the pearl now.
Okay. Well, let's
Let me
go back
get
to the
back.
room, and so we're kind of out of eyes sight.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go back.
So something that I want to try
Mhm.
is in the middle of the night. Can I try to steal a health potion from the potion shop?
Oh. Oh.
You can certainly try if you want to.
Why do you say it like that?
Does anybody have? I'm sure you did you
Say
pass
that-
this by the group?
So there is no
Well,
quick
I don't
save
want the group to
function.
know.
There is no quick save function in D&D. All actions have consequences. So if you
Yeah, but
if
we're
you
like heroes of the
successful-
town.
Not
They're above
yet.
us.
We're
They
partial
can't be mad
heroes.
at us.
there's always one.
Let's not get kicked out of town by the people that
Yeah,
are paying us tomorrow.
Maybe the guys have stolen some health potions, and there are some missing when we get there. When the guards arrive for the merchandise.
There's
Oh,
I mean,
right.
if you're not telling the group, there's nothing I can do to stop
Yeah,
you.
there's no-
Trevor thinks this may not be the best decision. Because if you get caught,
I just want you to be aware. Actions do have consequences. So while it's haha, I'm gonna steal this. If you do get caught, there can be some repercussions.
What would it like if I did try? Like, what kind of rolls would I do? And
So sneaking, perception to see if there's people around, lockpicking.
stealth, all the fun
Yep.
stuff.
In fact, that depending on what store you're trying to go to, they may have other means of security.
I mean, it is a magic shop. He might have magical security.
protected by Sudden Link or whatever it is.
Yeah, sudden link.
All right, I won't do it.
We'll get you some potions.
But I could get a free one.
I don't want to lose you, Low Needle.
All right.
You stole Ned from me, but I don't hate you.
So I guess what are the going to be the sleeping arrangements for tonight? So you guys have 2 rooms.
Dibs on my own room. I got the key. It's for me alone.
Oh, I guess the other four are in the other room because I have the other key.
I'm asleep on the ground in my shell, so I'm comfortable.
In my own room. I need no room.
I also have a bedroll, so
Yeah. I think you have your bed rolls to put on top of the beds if you want to, but I mean, yeah, it's 2 beds and. But so I just
roll to see if
I
you
was
get
just
lights from the pillow.
kidding. You guys can. Someone can ruin me. I was just kidding. We could do girls and boys.
We can do
Me and
that.
Ava
What did you just...
in one room.
Oh, I just got the notification that you did a sleight of hand roll, but like I think it was from like forever ago. I was like, what are you trying to do?
Yes, come sleep in my room. That'll be great. It'll be fine.
Again, you killed Ned, but I don't hate you. I still trust you. You did the dirty work I wanted to do, but you still the goal was achieved.
Okay, so
So yeah, I
girls
guess
and
girls
boys.
and boys.
Okay.
All right.
It's fine.
All right. So as y'all proceed, so you gotta. I guess so. John, did you want to do that stuff before bed?
Yeah, so the first thing I guess is that we're gonna try to identify the Magicite.
Okay. So you're gonna cast it as a ritual.
Yes.
So you do indeed confirm that it is a shard of magicite,
Okay.
and it seems to be attuned to the element of fire.
Okay.
Now, with that, the fact that you know that, and now reading into it more, what you discover is that magicite used to be used to power magical devices of advanced technology,
Okay.
and
What's
this is
that in like security?
in the book that you were looking at earlier. But now that you actually know what you're looking for, and the fact that it definitely has come in different qualities. This one does not seem to be very very powerful, but you do know it is a crystallized form of pure magic. So in this case, it is based with with the element of fire,
Okay.
and that even small crystals of it can hold a lot of power.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then there are a few more sections in the book that talk about magicite more, but that's just if you want to read into it further.
Okay.
But there's almost like a full chapter that's dedicated to magicite. Pretty much.
For now, I think I'm good.
Okay.
I wanted to learn Shatter from one of the spell books, and I do have what's it called? Um, I have a ability. It lets me half the time and gold I have to spend to copy an evocation spell into my spell book,
Yep.
and
So
since
it's
Shatter is halved, the time I forgot how much you said it would be.
yeah. So it's 2 hours and 50 gold per spell level. So with it being level 2, it would technically be 4 hours and 100 gold, but because it's an evocation spell, it's back down to the 2 hours and 50 minutes or 50 gold.
Okay. I will spend my time doing that, I guess.
Okay. And then you can go ahead and add that to your spell book.
Okay. So let me do the gold first.
All right. So does anyone else want to do anything before you go through with the long rest?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we did all the things we needed to do. I can
No, I'm
think of.
good.
Give me just a moment.
Now,
Okay. So, as everyone drifts off to sleep,
Uh
nice flowing breeze off the coastal winds.
oh.
Ava,
oh,
Uh
yes?
so as you're falling down to sleep, and as the night goes on in restful sleep, you find yourself kind of urged to wake up. And when you open up your eyes, you're not in the room in the inn. You're in this strange, weird house that you've never seen before. And you get yourself up, take a look around.
Do I see a lone needle?
There's some furniture in here, and there's a mirror in the far corner. And then there is another doorway that leads out. And then you, on the faint smell, you smell burning.
Is there? Did you see was there a window or just the mirror and door?
Just the mirror and door.
I will go to the door if I smell burning.
Okay. So you open the door and it leads to a hallway. Looks like there's some stairs that proceed down to the right. And then another room straight across.
What do I have with me? Is it just me myself, or do I have like my stuff?
You look down, it looks like you're just in a nightgown.
Oh,
But that's the thing too. You're not wearing what you were wearing when you went to bed.
okay.
And in fact, when you look down, you get to look at your hands. These are not your hands.
I run back to the mirror.
Okay. When you do that, when you take a look at yourself, you don't see yourself. You see about a middle-aged elven man, long flowing black hair down both sides of his face, about a medium build, and then with a slight goldish color to him.
I try to get out of that.
When you try, it's like, no, this is not me. You try and think, nothing happened.
I can't. Oh, okay. So I will. Okay.
Smell the burn, and you smell the burning smell gets greater.
Okay.
And you start hearing screams.
I guess I go down the hall then.
Okay, so you exit outside, go down the hall, go down the stairway.
Slowly.
then-
I kind of want to keep peep around, but like
So
there's fire.
You still hear screaming and fires, and you smell that the burning smell is getting stronger and stronger as you're descending down the stairs. You hear further screams outside. It sounds like there's some sort of raid going on, or something is attacking where you are at.
I look around the hall. Do I recognize this hallway now?
You do not, but you do get a familiar feeling.
Huh?
You look over, and on your display case, there's a nice rapier sitting there.
I grab it.
Nice clean blade, silver stylized handle, and then an amber with like a cat eye gem. If you're familiar with those,
Uh huh.
with that in the hilt at the
Oh,
bottom.
okay. I recognize this rapier as my own. Just like a fancier, like put together version of it.
So, and yeah, I'm trying to think of a better way to explain it. It's
Not
your,
old and decayed, like rusted and.
It's not your rapier,
Oh.
but you feel like it belongs to you.
Oh. Okay. If I'm hearing screaming and burning, I'm gonna grab the rapier and head down the stairs. Then.
Okay, so as you get to the stairs, there is a big entryway that the door is closed, but you see bright colors and bright flashing as if kind of like reflections of flames coming through and hitting the door and hitting outside the windows. You see horses running by, loud chanting, women and children screaming, men crying in pain, all occurring outside the door. The smell of burning is getting bigger, or getting more strong. You turn around towards the back of the house. Smoke is starting to flood through.
I guess I go out the. I guess I go out the door. Is the doorway that I'm seeing the horses and stuff? Is that just a window or is that a doorway or an
It's a
archway?
door.
Well, I head out there. I want to get away from like
Okay.
where the smoke's coming from
You
the
go out.
fire.
To the left side, you see buildings on fire. You hear the screams coming from that direction as well. This is a town you've never seen before. You don't recognize any of the streets or anything. It's definitely not home. When you look to your right, you see horses that are galloping through, turning around, coming back around. They notice you and start heading towards you.
I. How close is the nearest house to the left?
It's about 20 feet, and there's an alleyway between.
I run down the alleyway.
Okay. You do that. Once again, the horses just are getting closer and closer. You can see that the alleyway goes all the way down to another street across this way. And then, as about halfway, it also splits behind the house.
Ooh, I cut behind the house.
Back behind the house? Okay. As you go through, you're hearing yelling and screaming coming from the inside of the buildings. It's just all matter women, children, men. You just hear their screams as it sounds like someone's attacking them and devouring them.
No, any windows, anything I can
Devouring
see
them,
through?
but it's someone's definitely causing harm to them and isn't enjoying it.
I will, I guess, run into one of the doors to try to save one of the people.
Okay. You go in. What you see is there is a woman dead on the ground, but there's a man being held up by some ghostly spirit. The man is human, has tan skin. He has a bit of a shaggy black hair and with blue eyes. He looks directly at you and is begging you to help him. But as he does, the ghost makes a blade out of its hand and cuts him down and begins walking towards you.
I start backing up and keep my sword up. How am I able to run out of here, or are those horse people catching up?
Out, if you so choose.
Say again.
You are able to run back if you are.
Oh, yes.
And as the ghost is approaching you, what?
Say that again. It broke up.
Yeah, and also my mouse went flying.
Getting into it.
Why must they be the ones to suffer?
I don't know. And I run.
You run back out. You start hearing the horses getting closer on the right-hand side through the alleyway you initially came in.
Oh, I keep running the other direction.
Okay, you run the other direction. It goes to opening. And when you finally get there, you're kind of grinded to a halt as you see in a half semicircle a ton of bodies just all lined out, all dead. One of them, a male halfling that looks familiar to you. Another one, a male orc that looks fairly familiar to you. Another one, a female elf with golden short hair with green skin and has a slight stream of amber in her hair.
Okay.
Among many other different bodies, including one in the center of all of them is a male but he has very pale skin. Oddly enough, too, he has long silver hair. And his eyes, one green and one blue.
I run to him.
As you run to him, and as you are you getting close down to him or just looking at him?
I'm running to him.
Okay. Yep. So you get down and try and get a closer look at him, and as you're doing this, you hear more horses charging in the distance, and you hear the ghostly presence in your ear. Only one way to solve this. What do?
I guess I turn to it and say, what do I need to do to stop this?
You turn around, there's nothing there.
I still say it out loud.
Yep. Give it to vengeance. Give in to hate. Let no one cross your path.
Okay. How close are these horse people at this point?
The you turn around and you don't see the sound is there, but you don't see anything approaching.
I grab the boy and I guess try to put him over my shoulder and keep running.
Okay. When you do that, and I grab him and trying to take him over, like put him over your shoulder. As you stand up, you feel a sharp pain in your back. And as you drop him down and take a look and feel back there, you have blood on your hand. And you look down, the boy is now staring at you, eyes wide open. You look around, the girl with the amber streak, her head is now tilted towards you, staring at you. The orc turned to stare at you. And they all say in unison, "Become as one." Then everything fades black. And you're suddenly startled, and your body rises up, coughing, and gasping for breath. And you look around, and you're back in the inn. And I need Needle to make a perception check with disadvantage.
How do they do disadvantage?
Just roll. The easiest way is just to roll the dice twice and just take the lower result.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I was getting snacks.
Yep, that's fine.
So,
Oh, wait. If you actually right click on perception, you can do advantage or disadvantage.
oh, nice. Okay. So just one with disadvantage. Got it.
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, a 1.
Ooh. So, you hear some in your sleep. You hear some weird movement, some strange noises, but you disregard it. It's nothing important. Probably just some clown drunk outside.
So mine is showing a 5. Is that what you guys all saw?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you rolled a 1
okay.
plus 4 is a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So, Ava, you awake? and you're back in the apartment room.
I look at my
Or the-
hands.
I'm a sleepy kitty.
Your hands, they're yours.
Is there a mirror?
Yeah, there is a mirror in the corner.
I run to the mirror.
Okay. Yep. There. So you look. You do notice that when you first get there, your hair is still the brownish amber color, but your face seemed to be a pale white and is slowly changing back to Ava.
Okay, I check myself, look at my eyes, my ears.
Yep.
About what time is this right now? Because I'm probably gonna go get downstairs and get something to drink or some water or something.
Okay. It would be probably about 1 or 2 in the morning.
Okay. I go wherever I
Go
can,
steal a health potion.
splash splash water on my face. Okay.
Yeah, so you go down, and it's easy enough to ask them for some water and stuff. And so, do you sit down there for a little bit and
Yeah, sit down there, breathe, unpack all of that.
Mm.
And I obviously have my sword with me, and I just kind of look at it.
so? When you go to reach for your sword to look at it, it's not there.
Needle. I run back upstairs.
Okay. You go up there, just
look-
everything looks as if you left it.
I look under my bed. I look behind the bed, behind the couch, like everywhere in the drawer, everywhere.
So you look everywhere, and you almost start tearing up the place.
I'm
and
not
you-
being quiet about this, so
Yeah.
Low Needle may
Yes.
wake up about this.
What the fuck?
so,
My sword
yeah.
is gone.
See, and the strange thing is, Ava, while you don't have it, you don't feel like you lost it, and you don't feel like it was taken from you.
Your sword is gone. Where'd you put it before we went to sleep?
Right next to my bed, like I always do. And I went downstairs to get some water, and it wasn't there. It wasn't on my side. I don't
Well, I don't think
know.
anybody came in while you were gone. I didn't take it. I ain't touching that thing. Maybe this is a good thing. Just let it go and we'll buy a new sword in the morning. Go back to sleep.
I lay down and just I don't know if I can. She goes to sleep probably eventually, but she's constantly just thinking about her sword, where it's at, retracing her steps. I put it down. I had it. I put it down. I got up and
And as you're
grabbed
thinking of the sword,
I grabbed it and
as you're trying to remember where you put it, you start getting a bigger picture, like you try to visualize it. And as you're going through and visualizing it, and you're getting more and more detail as you keep on retracing your steps. I put it here. This is where it was last. Then, all of a sudden, you feel a slight breeze come down your back, or more like chills. And as you're laying down, you kind of bring your hand up, and from behind you, you see a ghostly shadow start coiling up your arm and into your hand. The shadow begins to form into a long, narrow rod of some sort. And right now, you're looking at that with your palm open.
I close my hand.
When you close your hand, the fog instantly dissipates. And around it, a nice brand new rapier. With it still might have some dings in it, but it looks to be filled in with some sort of substance. The handle is a nice silver outline colored. The grip is nice and a firm leather. The billet inside of the blade has a nice amber outline to it. And in the hilt of the blade, a very familiar cat eye amber. And that will be where we call it for today.
Okay.
Should I go ahead and just do the long rest? I was waiting till all this was over.
Yeah, go ahead and cue the long rest for everybody.
Long rest.
Dang, I was hoping Needle would get her good roll.
I was too.
The one time.
I know.
The lowest roll possible.